Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Space Pirates and Zombies. I finished mining and oh crap, never mind, we got our res banks up to 500. Anyways, we got 100 res, which would be plenty. And we're gonna go to the hangar and I'll show you one of the new features. And for some reason my background flashed there, I don't know if you will. Anyway, so we need to make 2 darts for the tutorial mission. And if it wasn't for Let's Play, I'd be skipping this whole damn mission because it's so damn slow. Anyway, so we're making 2 darts. And so we're refitting the ships. And so it gives us a res discount when building them. Now here we have access to the options. So there's the hull and then there's hard points on the hull. And you can fit whatever you want on those hard points. So we have access to 3 weapons right now, which is the small mining laser, the small pulse cannon, and the small focal emitter. So as you can see, beam and cannon weapons are both effective versus different things. Like some are more effective against shields and some are more effective against armor. Now I typically don't like cannons because most of the time they're typically shorter range and go through power faster, and they're extremely accurate compared to everything else in a sense. Because if all you have to have is good aim. The beams, on the other hand, fire over a few seconds, so the damage, while is less, is also delivered over a longer time, I think. Anyways, I prefer beam weapons for the most part. Though the cannons do have a higher rate of fire, and you can just unleash hell. So here we also have other mechanical hardpoints for the most part. And so we don't have access to armor yet. Our ship class is too small to actually be equipped with armor. So there you can also see the class of stuff on the right hand side. Anyway, so we only have surplus stuff. So we can have cloaking fields. And I don't use them very often, so I'm gonna take one just so I can get some practice, and we don't have any new engines. So normally, most people will take one with cannons here. I'm just going to take both with the lasers and refit them both. So it has to go through the build time again still, unfortunately. But with these small ships, it's really quick. So the ships are going to be warping out back to the mothership, go into the hangar, and be refitted, and then warp back. Which all happens in the course of like 2 seconds. And all warps are are done through those little mini warp gates that you saw. Well, there we go. Our fleet is slightly less pathetic now. We've got what we need. Now let's get the hell out of here. So y'all wanna pick my stones and run off, eh? Well, you go right ahead there, Missy, but not without hearing me out first. Y'all help us kick those GTA boys in the Jimmy, and me and the boys will fix up that big old ship you got floating around. What say ya? Suppose we could trust these people, providing you don't have any money in your pockets. I'm not sure we really have much of a choice. We're weeks away from repairing the clockwork without their help. We have a small and capable fleet now. Why not put it to some use?
I sure hope you're paying attention.
So there you go. You can see that. You could pause and read that if you want. Otherwise, yeah. So let's see. Yeah, see to enable and disable cloak. So as you can see from our little ship right here, the cargo is only 2 res, which is a pathetic amount. And we actually have to go dock, I think, for the mission. Anyway, so there's the lasers. We have pretty long range on these ones. Others have shorter range. Yeah. So yeah, we did need to go get the mission from here. And so we also have access to buying stuff from the black market. And you know what? I'm actually gonna buy this right away, despite its large cost in res, because it will help us out a lot during this coming mission. At mining stations, you can convert throughout the game. You'll come across stations which allow you to convert resources into others. So let's say you have shit tons of res but no goons. At some places you'll be able to buy goons, basically buy slaves for the most part. Other places you'll be able to convert data into money, or you'll be able to convert money into data, or you'll be able to convert money into goons in the money and goons in the data. So you could get all resources through trading other resources, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, so we're gonna go into the hangar really quickly. Now that we got the mission accepted, it'll give us a new location. Oh crap, we actually need the tech level to get it. The tech to get it. So I'm not sure if this has a shield too, as well as the stealth, but yeah. So we now have an introduction to the system map, which I think I already showed you. And we're just going here, and we're gonna kill some UTA bastards, so to say. Or, Fortune smiles. We're lucky there are no UTA ships here right now. They're probably off robbing some other mining patrol. These fringe roads are unmonitored, so the bastards just do as they damn well please. Let's loot the hell out of this place quickly before they come back. We need to keep an eye out of what we're blasting to. Max sent us some up, so don't be shooting at the green ships. The tactical systems have been repaired and are coming online now. We need to fire the systems up and make sure there aren't any crossed wires. So the tactics panel is now working, and this is it. It's what you would expect from RTSs. So here you can see we have allied ships right here. The thing is they won't always be allied. As you see on the system map, there is relations in it, and there's also strength based on the their strengths of the faction. So wiping out the strengths of both factions in the end can cause some more work for you, but not much. So here we have data, which is nice. We need that to level up. So you definitely want to get data whenever possible. And I swear to God, other ships can steal stuff like data. I think I know they could steal a res. I'm not too sure about data. Anyway, so we basically have to go around, loot the crap from the UTA, and then fight off some UTA opposition. Good, we have acquired enough data. I can start upgrading some of our systems. We don't have a lot of data, but we have enough to get a few critical systems up to par. We'll have to choose which upgrades we think are most important. We should take care of this right away and get a leg up on our enemies. So we're basically gonna go system up. We're gonna go straight to the research page because I want to use those lasers. Anyway, so you can see all the categories we have. I don't think you get enough. I'm pretty sure you don't get enough points to max out everything. I'm almost positive you don't. So you do have to focus a bit and spend your points here and there. I think you can get them back on the new updates now. So in most of my games, I focused on beams and launchers, and then I never got and drones for the most part, and I never really got farther to branch off into the other stuff. Lately, they've added a lot more to turrets and other stuff, so we'll be checking out some of that stuff. And I have not used bombs that much, so I think we'll be checking that out, because turrets, bombs, and mines all are all used by the same ship class as well. So, but for now, we have 3 upgrade points. As you can see, we'll be putting 2 levels into beams. And you can see all that stuff. And then, so as you can see, we get beam length and beam regen, and then during the last level, I'm not sure what we got. Next thing we'll be getting probably is reactor upgrades, which give us access to better reactors and more capacity. So we're gonna go into the hangar page and just the tactics page and drag and click and have all our ships repair. Meaning that they'll obviously get repaired, and then they'll get their weapons upgraded. Oh wait, no, we want to cancel the build actually, and then change the weapons and refit. Repairing gives you upgrades. Like if you were to upgrade your capacitor, you won't get the 10%. You don't get the 10% capacity increase until you repair and your ship is re-outfitted with the upgraded stats. But with this, you actually have to. With this, I wanted to actually change weapons. So as you can see, we have reduced range, but we have increased power. And as you can see, there's bars around my reticle that are going down. Those are that's your capacitor energy. So as you see, low power, me firing both my guns often is lowering power quite severely. So obviously capacitor would be a good thing to get next. So also I have damage turned on, so you guys will be able to see, so we'll be able to see the damage output that is going on as well when I do shoot something. Shit, UTA ships on radar. I was hoping they wouldn't come back so soon, but we're not that lucky, are we? This job just got a bit more complicated than kicking over a few boxes. We'll have to take them out. Check your damn targets too. This place is crawling of civilian ships, and the last thing we need right now is a three-way firefight. You know, a confrontation might be a bad thing. If we destroy their ships, I can salvage most of their data and rebuild our database. We can then pick up the escape pods and force the willing to work on ship repairs. We lost quite a few of those crewmen with the red shirts in the explosion.
I sure hope you're paying attention.
Star Trek reference right there, if you're too young to get it. Anyways, that basically explains how you get crew in this game. You basically capture them and either they work for you or get sent out the airlock. So, I don't know if my cloak is up. Okay, never mind, it's offline. So if my cloak was up, they wouldn't be able to see me, but it doesn't really matter, because they're going up after the civilian trips for the most part. When you're being cloaked, you're not able to be detected as easily by the enemy, but you also typically have less shields and weaker, and you do reveal yourself a bit when you do fire. So there we got an escape pod. So let's see, can we pick it up? Hey man, please don't kill me, man. I was just following orders. I really don't even know why I'm out here. That guy's mustache looks like it's drawn on with a marker. I think it might be, actually. Well, I'm not gonna kill you yet. Drones are expensive and the toilets are in need of a scrubbing. Perhaps you can take a look at this crack in the reactor for me. Oh, you're gonna eat turd sandwiches without bread if I tell you to. You even look at me the wrong way and I'll toss your ass out the airlock. That might have been a bit harsh. As awesome as I am and fixing your tin traps, I could really use the extra crew and repairs. We should put anyone who's willing to use. Clockwork can also hold quite a few extra goons, so if we need to keep manpower in reserve, whatever, we don't really need to space everyone we come across. I do agree with you somewhat. Let us not forget that these goons might be valuable if we pawn them off as workers. Sure, there are many stations that are willing to pay for the extra manpower. So, we are not introduced to another mechanic that was added lately too, which is, I think it's lieutenants. I'm not sure what it is, but there's basically other crew that you can get now, which help you out a bit. And we're gonna spin that level up right away for the most part. We could actually get into the next area now because we're level 2. We won't be able to get to the next thing until level 4. We won't be using launchers this early on because most of the stuff we have access to is crap. Shields and engines we will be getting into quite soon, but for now we want to get our reactors up and be able to get a standard reactor. So everywhere there's pretty much some way to get resources of some sort. Everywhere you go. Earlier they were saying that we don't want a three-way fight on our hands. That is bringing up a good point, because there is friendly fire in this. If you do shoot someone who likes you, they'll eventually get pissed off and attack you, even though the whole faction in the system won't attack you at first if you have good standing. But completely destroying a ship lures them to neutral standing, and all ships in the area will attack you, I think. Anyways, let's get on with this. You'll kick them UTA assholes. Now we went and figured out some of our own folk. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to go help move some furniture, I guess. Anyways, you guys can do that yourself. I'm done reading for now. And we're gonna continue on. We're gonna go try to grab that goon over there. Things will despawn normally after a while, and we ourselves are full up on goons, so we have to get this ship to come over here and grab it, because goons aren't automatically transported to the mothership, and unlike Res, they're not dropped off when you just stop at the warp gate. So if we really wanted, we could attack the people who are allies right now, though there's no point in it. And as we're going to check our ship log, and okay, that's our mission. So when we warp, we should get updated and everything. So we're just going to go straight for the mission, even if we do have res to go buy something with. Doesn't really matter now. So I'm gonna have both of them repair. So this little warp beacon you could see will fight for itself. It has, I think it has a missile turret on it now. And okay, that guy almost died when when that guy came there. It has a missile turret on it and a laser on it. I don't know if it has a missile turret now though. Anyways, so this is our first introduction to missile weapons. You could read that yourself. Anyways, that is a black box, so that's how we get ship info, all that stuff. So those missiles are being shot, can be shot, you can target them and shoot them down. Normally with missiles it doesn't matter too much, but oh shit, we're on low power right now. Anyways, more black box info, which for that we need it for that. Okay, the AI is being good right now. So as you can see, we're going against armor right now, and that we're not doing any full damage right there. So, shit. You want to let him try to do some damage? Well, oh fuck. Anyways, so when you do lose a ship, if you have it set to auto rebuild like I do, it will automatically rebuild. And your crew, you could read that again, but yourself. But your crew will jettison out, so you could go pick up the crew again, and everything. And so that way you technically don't really lose too much. Don't really lose crew for the most part, unless the crew is killed in the resulting battle. So right, you could also destroy this. Okay, sorry about that. Turns out it was just one of the dogs. Anyways, you could also destroy resources floating around yourself. So, besides just destroying goons and putting them out of their misery, you could also destroy res. And right there, that was an explosive barrel. You'll come across those quite often. Fuck does that sound? Anyways, they will do damage to anything nearby and cause chain reactions. That dark blue goon right there, that's one of yours. The light blue / green ones are civilians. And as you can see, they'll just explode naturally over time. And you could just kinda plow into them and they go splat. Anyway, so looks like we have another mission here. Anyway, so we leveled up. You have 2 levels in each of these. I'm gonna dump some into engines just to cut down travel time a bit. So we're going to go to Neptune, I guess. Yeah, Neptune is where we're going. So yeah, it talks about mass retreating. Having your warp beacon destroyed will initiate a and having no surviving ships will cause a mass retreat on its own. Oh my god, I can't. Could not tell where I was for a second there. Now, if I continue to use cloaking a lot more, you'll probably see me dying quite often because I'm used to having the shields to kind of help me out a bit there, especially if endurance and survivability. Now, this is one of the most annoying ship classes you'll come across, which is that I just destroyed, which is the Grasshopper. At this point, it's one of the most annoying because it usually just runs away and fires missiles at you and just pisses you off. And at this level, even surplus missiles can do a bit of damage. And as you can see, due from the despite the high damage output. But the high damage output is countering the high reactor drain for us a bit. Because of oh fuck. As you can see, explosive barrels can cause some havoc occasionally. Anyway, so we're basically two-shotting these ships with these things once take down their shields. So the high reactor drain isn't that bad. More stuff you could read yourself for now. Anyway, so we're gonna grab all this data and black box data, and I think we actually unlocked a new hull type during this. So you could also destroy these boxes from our res and stuff. So earlier I said there's friendly fire. It's only behind. I think we just all the crew guy we picked up got some. Okay, never mind. That was res. So no one's gone up the airlock yet. They increased the rate you pick up crew, but I'm not sure how much. Anyway, so since we leveled up again, I'm gonna I'm gonna dump our remaining 3 points into the, and actually let's see, we'll just give us more whole hit points, right? Whole hit points in cargo space, so we'll be dipping a few points into that later, but for now, we're gonna want to get the engines, that's for sure. So yeah, you can spend data and completely respec a category, so we may be doing that in the future just so I could show off some other weapons. I'm gonna actually refit this with the cannons as we warp out, so that way I can show you them really quickly and so you can see how they work.
The miners had made good on their promise. As the following weeks came and went, the Clockworks slowly took shape. Many miners had joined the Clockworks crew in hopes of one day finding their fortune beyond the Warp Gate. Don and his crew had begun to make a name for themselves, a name that would eventually spread throughout the stars and become legend. The time had finally come to leave Earth behind and embark on the long journey to the core.
I have to admit my surprise that Elsa Strone was able to patch up the Clockwork in decent time. Let's hope it doesn't fall apart around the first bend. We should have more faith in these people. They took a risk lending us a hand, and we should pray we find such luck in the future. You two need to stay focused. Don't forget we almost got killed back there, and we haven't left home yet. As long as they are willing to pay us, we can stay to build up the fleet and collect the supplies we need. Beyond that, we have no time for chivalry or to fight a losing war. Getting the hell out of here is all that matters right now. Well, it looks like these feeble repairs allow us to build much larger vessels. We need to be on the lookout for black boxes. I can use them to reverse engineer new ship designs and rebuild our databases.
I sure hope you're paying attention.
More stuff you could look at, blah 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 blah. Anyways, I'm gonna cut it here, and that'll be it for this episode. When we come back, we'll actually be getting started with the real game, and we'll be introduced into warp gate mechanics. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time.